Here we go. We've got pulls today. And we're going to start standing. We're going to start warming up with our cat and cows here. So, got the pole in front of us. Feet are hip width distance apart. Hands a little less than shoulder height. And nice little bend in the elbows here. And let's start with our cat. So we're going to bend the knees, tuck the chin, round the spine. That's our exhale. On the inhale, we're going to round up, looking up. Exhale, back to cat. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cat. Excellent. A couple more. Excellent. And then coming back to our neutral spine, let's come into our laterals here. So we're just going to bring pull out to the side on the left side. And we're going to go one side at a time here, just because otherwise we're flipping back and forth. So the left arm is out on the side. We're going to inhale this right arm up. Exhale, bring back. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, back. Nice. So let's do a couple more. If you feel like you want to add a little bit more, going over towards the pole. No, sorry. A moment to notice when you have that right arm extended, feeling that stretch from the right fingers all the way down to the right toes. And then release back. Beautiful. And then let's switch to the other side. So we'll bring the right arm out. Inhale this left arm up. Exhale, bring back. And then after you've done a few, if you want to go a little bit further, maybe you can reach the top of your pole. And then bring back. Keeping a little softness in the knees here. Excellent. And then let's take a moment to notice. So extend that left arm up, feeling that stretch from the left fingertips all the way down to the left toes. And bring it back. And maybe a couple more. Excellent. And then release. All right, so now let's come back to that symmetrical spine. We'll do a couple more cat and cow. If you want to, so we started up here about shoulder height. If you want to come down maybe 6 inches a foot to do your next round of cat and cow, you're welcome to try that. But you can stay up taller if you like to. So we're going to exhale into our cat. And if you want to actually dip the head down between the arms, and then inhale, come up to your cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Twist. So let's bring the pole behind us. So we want it about at the top of the hips. We're kind of in the center of the sacrum. And I'm just turning around so the video can see. Hands on the pole, out nice and far. A little softness in the knee. And we're just going to bring the pole from the right side towards the center, and then the left side towards the center. Inhale breath is out. Exhale, breath is in. Little softness in the knees here, going just as far as is comfortable. We're still warming up, so we want to go too far. Excellent. All right, from here, we're going to come and find that symmetrical spine again. We're going to leave the pole where it is. So we're going to bend the knees, exhale, round the shoulders forward. Inhale, coming up, looking up, that's our cow. Exhale, back to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Excellent. All right, so coming back to center, and then let's come into some hip circles. So we're going to, if your feet aren't out and nice and wide already, you might want to step them out a little bit. It helps with the balance a bit and gives us some room to work. So we're just going to make circles here. If you want to, you can bring the hands in a little bit closer to the hips, and we're just going to do little circles with the pole. So we're moving the hips and making little circles. Excellent. All right. If you were going that whole way, the same way, see if you can switch. Might have to think about it, or it might just come naturally. Doesn't for me. One side's probably going to be easier than the other. That first side probably was. All right. So let's pause here for a moment. I'm going to bring my feet in a little bit closer. You are welcome to try that if you want some balance. You can keep the feet out a little bit wider. But we're going to do a couple of forward folds here. So if this is uncomfortable to have your hands in close, bring them out a little bit. Somewhere in the middle is fine. Close, out. And if you put them in one place, you can move them. They're not stuck there. All right, so we're going to do a couple forward folds here. A little nice bend in the knees. We'll take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And then we're going to inhale all the way back up. All right, let's do that a couple more times. We'll start with the inhale again. On the exhale, hinge at the hips, bend in the knee, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, coming all the way up. Beautiful. One more time. Start with an inhale. On the exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, coming all the way up. Excellent. All right. So let's come into our be careful and don't bring the pole behind you, just keep it out in front, okay? So when we get there. So let's start with just forward in the front. So we'll have the arms out and, I don't know, canoe. That's what it feels like, or maybe kayak. Kayak, more of a kayak. Okay. And then, let's see, let's go the opposite direction. Again, you probably were better on the first side.
We're going backwards
Now you're going backwards?
in the kayak.
In the kayak.
I was mostly in the water.
All right, so you can keep going at that pace and that direction in front of you. If you're ready, we're gonna go, I like to call them vortex, so big ones. So we're gonna go, arm comes up, behind, got stuck. Get it? Okay. So the right arm's coming back, left arm comes forward. If that's too much on your shoulders, stay in front. All right, and now I gotta figure out how to do it the opposite way. All right, left arm back. All right, only took 3 tries. If it's too much, keep the circle in front.
Too much laughter.
Don't knock yourself in the head. All right, and then let's bring it back in front. All right, now we're gonna do our forward fold again with the pole in front. So we did it behind us. Now we're gonna do it with it in front. If it's too much for the shoulder, you can put the pole down and just do your regular forward folds. All right, so we'll start with the pole in front. Gonna inhale, arms up, hinge at the hip, exhale, forward fold, just going as far as is comfortable. Inhale, halfway lift, bring the pole out, the arms straight out in front of you. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, back down by your side. How's that? It's not horrible. It's pretty bad. Okay, let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands back down by your sides. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale. Arms all the way up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. You can keep the bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to our warrior 1. Let's see. This is the pole in front. Okay. So let's start with the pole in the right hand. We're going to turn the left foot out to the side and step this right foot forward. And let's just warm up the knee a couple times so this left hand can just stay where it is. So we'll inhale. On the exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Beautiful. And then we're going to bend the knee again and push off, step up. All right, let's do the knee on the other side. Pull in the left hand. Step that left foot forward, back foot's at slight angle. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, bend that front knee. Inhale, straight. And then the next time that knee is bent, we're going to push off and step it back. All right, let's go back to the first side and we'll add an arm. So turn that left foot out, step that right foot forward, pulls out in front. And then your couple of different options with the arm. So you can come out, you can come up, or you can cactus arm. So depending on how that shoulder feels and the rotation of that shoulder, what you're looking for, I'm gonna go up for today. Okay, so let's start. We'll do the inhale breath. We bend the knee and the arm comes up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, exhale. Very nice. And one more. Bend that front knee, push off, step back, and let's go the other side. Left arm. Turn that right foot out, step that left foot forward, pulls in the left hand out in front. And here we go. Inhale, breath, arm comes up, bend the knee. Exhale back. Excellent. And one more. Beautiful. Bend that front knee, push off, step it back. All right. Let's come to our warrior two. So this puts the pole behind us. So we'll start with the left foot. So we'll step that left foot forward. Pole's in the right hand behind us. And if you don't like where your feet landed, you can move them. We're going to bend this front knee over that front ankle. Pole is in the right hand about shoulder height, maybe a little bit lower. And then we're going to bring this left arm out in front. And we'll take a couple of breaths here, softening the shoulders away from the ears. Check in with the legs, the back. All right, now let's do a little movement here. So we're going to turn that palm face up and we're going to come into peaceful warrior. So we're going to bring that hand up towards the ceiling. And maybe if you're warm enough and if your arm is long enough, you can reach back and touch the top of the pole behind you. If you can't, that's okay. Just imagine that line. And then let's bring the left arm forward and come into side angle pose. The pole's going to come towards you a little bit, and that's okay. And then back to peaceful warrior. You can stop at the ceiling or go a little further. Beautiful. And back to side angle pose. Left forearm to that left thigh. And one more time through. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale back to side angle pose. Beautiful. Let's come back up to warrior two. And then we'll drop that front arm, straighten that leg, and step the feet together. All right, other side. So step this right foot forward. Pole is in the left hand behind us. Bend that front knee, right arm comes out in front. Softening the shoulders away from the ears. Gazes over those right fingers. Take a breath. And then when you're ready, we're going to open that right palm up. Peaceful warrior, coming up towards the ceiling. Might be able to reach the pole. If you can't, that's okay. And then let's come to our side angle pose. Right forearm to that right thigh. And back to peaceful warrior. And then side angle. Oops. And one more time through Peaceful Warrior. And last side angle. Excellent. And then we'll come back up to our Warrior Two. Find that knee, extend out through the fingers, the right hand. Beautiful. Drop that hand and step the feet together. All right. Let's do our balance poses because that is my favorite with the poles. So I feel like you can do a little bit more deeper because you've got a pole to help you balance. All right. So we're going to start with our tree pose. And it's up to you, and you can experiment to see which one you like better. What do? I have the pole in the same hand that the leg is on the floor. So if I'm balancing on my right foot, I have the pole in my right arm. Some people might like it better in the other arm. So give it a half try, see what you like. All right. So we're going to start with our right foot, and you can stay on your mat or come off onto the floor. Still in the picture? Okay. And then we're going to bring this left foot, a couple of different options. So starting with the left heel above the right ankle. So we have a little tripod here. That's one option. The next option is to bring that left foot up on the calf. And then your third option is to bring it up above the knee. So we don't want it on the knee, above or below. So I don't like that one. So I just like it here. So we want to check in with that right hip nice and strong. Left hip is open to the side. And then this left hand, you can grow your branch, come out to the side, stay on the hip, wherever that feels comfortable. And this can come in or come out. Most important, we want to keep the breath going. And when you're ready, coming out nice and gracefully. Excellent. Check it out. And we'll switch to the other side. All right, so left foot on the floor or on your mat, right heel above the right ankle, or up on the calf, or up above the knee, just not on the knee. Right hand can come out to the side, it can come up somewhere in the middle, stay on the hip, whatever feels right for you today. Keep that breath going. Excellent. All right. And coming out nice and gracefully. I'll shake it out. All right. What else do we do? Okay, so we're going to go bold. Our next one is going to be our standing pigeon. So if you want your chair for this one instead, that's totally fine. I will show you, and then we can all do it together if you think you would rather have a chair than the pole. So pole, for me, in the same hand as the foot that's on the floor. Make a little shelf with that knee. And this. Okay? Totally doable, but a chair, if that's better, is fine. Okay. So right foot on the floor, we're going to make a little shelf with that right knee. And then that left ankle rest on that right knee. So, out of the picture here. This hand, what is that? Your left hand can be on the hip or at your heart. You can bring it up if you want. But we're kind of sitting in this pose. And I actually, there's a chair behind me and it looks like I'm sitting in the chair on the video. That's okay. I'm not. All right. And then if you want, if you have your balance at this point and you want to go deeper, And walk down the pole and come into a sleeping pigeon. But just don't fall over, okay? All right, and then when you're ready to come up, inhale. Use the pole for your balance. Shake the legs out. Excellent. All right, guys ready for the other side? So left foot is going to be in the mat, and one side might be easier than the other. We're kind of asymmetrical in what we do in our daily habits, so that might be true here too. So we're gonna bend this knee a little bit, make a shelf for that right ankle. This right hand can be on the hip or at the heart or up somewhere, wherever that works. Holding on to your neighbor. We're kind of sitting, it looks like I'm sitting in the chair again. I didn't move over enough. All right, and then if you want to go deeper, you can fold forward, walk down the pole a little bit into our sleeping pigeon. Excellent, and then when you're ready to come out, inhale, push it in with that foot, and release, and shake it out. Very nice, all right. You guys ready for a harder one? Of course. Didn't show up to take a nap, did we? All right. Again, if you would rather have a chair for this one, you can do that. Maybe put your chair on your mat so it doesn't slide. I'll show you with the chair as well. All right, so we're going to do dancer pose. I'll show you with the chair first, and then we'll do the pole together. All right, one hand on the chair, grabbing that foot with the same hand. If you have a strap, I can get that strap ready for you. If you can't reach that foot, use a strap to pull it up. And then that knee goes back behind you. If you have your balance, you can lift that arm up. All right, shake that out. All right, let's do that with the pole. Okay. So we'll start with the right foot on the floor, pole in the right hand. We're going to grab this left foot with the left hand. And this can be your pose today, just right here. You can't grab your foot. Next time we'll get you a strap, and then you can pull that strap on the foot. All right. So we're going to move from here now. So we're gonna, if you want, just stay there, or you can point that knee back behind you, maybe walk the pole out a little bit. And then that's about it if you're holding onto the pole. Otherwise, that other arm comes up. All right, and then bring that knee pointing back to the floor. Release that leg, shake it out. Switch hands. Shake any legs out that need it. All right, other side. Left foot into the floor. Right hand, right foot. Knee points to the floor. It's a nice quad stretch. Hold on to a wall. And then from here, if you've got your leg and you want to, you can point that right knee behind you. And then when you're ready to come out slowly, point the knee towards the floor, and then release that leg and shake it out. All right. Let's take a cat and cow break. So we're going to come back to our cat and cow. So we did a bunch of stuff with the spine. We want to find our cat and cow again. All right, so let's do pull straight out in front of you. If you remember, if you had one hand on top, maybe switch which hand was on the top. If you don't remember, that's all right, we'll figure it out. Okay, so we're gonna start with bending the knees, tucking the chin, exhale down to cat, and maybe the head scoops between the arms. Inhale, looking up to cow. That's our inhale breath, exhale, cat. If you are feeling Like you want to go further, you can walk the hands down. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. If you like to be up higher, that's fine too. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. All right, so we're gonna take the pole kind of like we did with that forward fold and bring it out in front. So it doesn't look like I'm sitting in the chair. Nice bend in the knees. On the inhale, we're gonna kind of pretend we're sitting in a chair. We're gonna inhale the arms up towards the far corner of the ceiling. Take a breath or two here. On the exhale, fold forward to release. And then bend the knees. We're gonna come back to our chair pose. Arms come up. We're sitting in our invisible chair. Exhale to release. And let's do one more. Inhale, cat, or I'm sorry, chair. And exhale to release. Beautiful. Bend the knees and we'll come back up. All right, so let's come into some hip rotations. So we're gonna let's go this side. Bring the pole in the right hand, and this left hand can be on that left hip. We're gonna bring this left knee up to maybe horizontal, and then out to the side. So we're gonna make small circles here. Snap, crackle, pop. And then for fun, see if you can reverse that circle. A bit more coordination required, right? All right, let's bring that foot back to the floor, switch hands. Right knee comes up to horizontal, and then out and making circles. And when you're ready, switch direction. And again, one side might be a lot easier than the other, or they both might be horribly difficult. That's okay. All right, and then release that. All right, let's see. I think we're gonna do a triangle and a pyramid. All right, let's start with our pyramid pose. So let's see, we've been doing a lot of right first. So we'll bring that pole into our left hand. And we're gonna start with both feet maybe at the hip. We're gonna step the left foot forward. And you can adjust where the pole is. It may need to come out, or you may like it in closer. And we're gonna come into a forward fold. So in theory, and everybody's different, so you are welcome to move if this is not comfortable. The idea is that the front knee is straight. You are always welcome to put a bend in it, as small or as big as you need. The back foot and the front foot are both parallel, again, in theory. If this is too much awkwardness or you feel unbalanced, you can bring the feet wider this way. That's going to give you a little bit more stable of a base. Does that make sense? Okay, so now we're going to fold forward. Hinging at the hips, you bring the pole out, and you can walk down the pole or bring the right arm down towards the floor. And I do say towards, you don't have to touch it. Take a breath here. And then when you're ready, you can use the pole, push in with the feet, inhale, walking back up. Bend that front knee, push off, and step in. All right, was that horrible? Yes. That was beautiful. All right, let's do the other side. So we'll have the pole in the right hand, step that right foot forward. Front leg is mostly straight. You can always have a bend. Gonna hinge at the hips again. This is our exhale coming down. This left hand can stay on the hip or come down towards the floor. And again, you don't have to touch the floor. And then when you're ready to come up, we're going to push in with the feet. Inhale on the way back up. Excellent. We're still all here. Nobody ran away. All right, let's do our pyramid pose next. So let's see how we want to do this. We're going to start with the left foot again. So we'll step this left foot forward. Back foot's at a little bit of an angle this time. And again, the idea is that the front leg is straight-ish. Doesn't have to be tight straight, but just generally straight. But you can always bend it. All right, so what we're going to do here is this left hand is going to come down the pole and the right hand's going to come towards it. So we're going to bring the right arm back behind us. And then this left hand walks down the pole and maybe you reach the pole with the right hand. And wherever you get to is fine. If you don't go any further than this, don't worry about it. We're going to turn and look under that right arm. So that's our triangle there. If you can go down further, you're welcome to, but don't feel like you have to. Excellent. And then to come up, we're going to bend that front knee and inhale to come back up. Excellent. Push off, step back, and let's do the other side. All right. Right hand with the pole. Step that right foot forward, back foot's at an angle. Bring this left hand back behind us. And then the left hand's going to come over, right hand walks down. And whenever you get to your edge here, we're going to turn and look under that left arm. Excellent. And then walk it back up, bend that front knee, push off and step it back. All right. I think we got most of them. Oh, okay, one more. And then we'll come down to the floor. So we're going to do our warrior 3. It's just so much fun. All right. So we'll start with the right hand on the pole. Actually, both hands. So we've got it straight out in front. If you'd rather have a chair for this, that's fine. And you don't have to go all the way into it either. So I'm actually going to come off in a minute. All right. So we're going to start with the hands out in front of the shoulders. I'm going to tuck the head in between the arms, a little bend in that right knee, and then we're going to send that left foot back behind us. And you can stay right here. Hopefully you don't have your chair behind you, because we're going to, if you can, lift that left leg up. And then bring that left foot back next to the right, and we'll walk up before we switch sides. All right, other side, maybe switch which hand is on top. Don't have to, that's okay, you can try. A little bend in the left knee, and send those right toes back behind you. You are welcome to stay right here. Otherwise, if you can, we're going to extend and lift that right leg. Beautiful, and then bring that right foot back next to the left, bend the knees, and all right, let's do our cat and cow again, and then we'll come on down to the floor. All right, so you can go up as high or down as low on this as you want. Feet are nice and wide, little bend in the elbows so you have some room. We're gonna exhale down to our cat. If you wanna tuck the head down, inhale, coming up to cow, exhale back to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Excellent. And then we'll release that. Bring your pole, move it off to the side. And then if you want from here to come into a squat before you come all the way down onto the floor, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, sitting flat down on the floor. All right, nice tall spine. Using the elbows to push the knees away. And then whenever you're ready, falling gracefully on the floor.
We're gonna be sitting legs.
We're gonna go all the way down onto our back. All the way down. All right, so feet up at the top of the mat, hands on the knees. We're gonna roll down onto the flat of the back. And if you want to, before you go all the way down, bring the elbows to the knees. Nice tight ball, and then slowly, gently bringing the head down to the floor. Let's come into our Apanasana. So you've got two choices here, hands on the knees. We'll inhale, bring the knees in towards the chest. Inhale, release them back out, hands stay on the knees. Or if your shoulders need a rest and you want to just bring the hands to the thighs, on the exhale, hands, inhale, coming down. So either way, you're getting the same movement with the legs, but a little bit of a relaxation for the shoulders if the hands stay just on the thighs. So after maybe 2 or 3 more, we're all going to meet with the knees in with the exhale. On the inhale, the arms come up overhead, feet come up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to knees. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. That's our L. Exhale, close. That's our O. 2 or 3 more on your own. Okay, that was maybe 4. All right. And then let's do a couple more Apanasanas. Coming back to a symmetrical spine. When you're ready, after you finish those, bringing the feet down to the mat, let's come into a couple of bridge poses here. So we're going to line up the feet and the knees and the hips. Hands start down by your sides. On the inhale, we're going to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Arms come up overhead to the floor above you. Exhale, arms come down, hips come down. Inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, arms down, hips down. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, back down. And last one. Inhale, arms up, hips up. And exhale back. We're going to do 1 more round, and we're going to add an extra breath in there. So we'll start, arms by your side. We're going to inhale, hips up, arms come up overhead. On the exhale, we're going to release just the hips. Take another inhale. On the exhale, arms down by your sides. Again, inhale, arms up, hips up. On the exhale, release just the hips. Take another inhale. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Arms up, hips up. Exhale, release just the hips. Take another inhale. Exhale, arms down by your sides. From here, let's do 3 more Apanasanas. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, release. Exhale, knees in. Extend the legs all the way straight out. And then we're just going to release the shoulders here. So depending on how they feel, you've got 2 options. So you can bring the arms up overhead to the floor above you if that feels okay, or snow angel arms. Although it's been warm enough, I don't think we have any snow left. On the inhale, the arms slide up towards the top of the head. On the exhale, arms come back down by your side, just like you're making snow angels. All right, so your choice. Legs are zipped up together like mermaids, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Ready? Here we go. Or you can switch between the 2. So we'll inhale, arms come up towards the head. Exhale, back down by your sides. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, arms back down by your side. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Do 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Arms are down by your side and then a little bit away from the body, so you have a little room here. We're going to move just the hands. We'll start with palms facing down. On the inhale, lift the thumb up towards the ceiling, rolling over the pinky, palm faces up. Exhale, palm back to the floor. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And 1 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. From here, we're going to release the legs away from each other. Let the feet fall away from each other. Palms can face up or face down. Arms can come away from the body to release the shoulders. Anything else you need to get comfortable for your relaxation pose, we will do a full body relaxation, walking down the body, relaxing each part as we go. Starting with the feet. Relax the toes, the soles of the feet, the tops of the feet, and the heels. Release the ankles. Relax the calves and shins. Release the knees. Relax the top of the thighs and the back of the thighs. Let the pelvis be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the abdomen. Release the rib cage and let go of breath. Let the shoulders be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the upper arm. Relax the throat and the back of the neck. Release the jaw. Let the tongue be heavy and fall away from the roof of the mouth. Let the eyes be heavy and fall to the back of the head. Smooth the forehead and face. Let any last thoughts seep out the top of the crown of the head. Let the earth's gravity hold you. Let the air around you breathe you. Take the next few moments and just be. Gently coming back into awareness. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Roll your head side to side. When you're ready. And with an inhale, rolling over onto your right or left side. When you're ready. And again with an inhale, using your upper arm to push up to a comfortable seated position. And to bring breath back into the body and find us safely on our way, let's finish with our alternate nostril breathing. I don't remember if we did this last week. All right, so we take the index finger and the middle finger and you can tuck them in or rest them on the center of your forehead. Thumb closes off the right nostril, ring finger the left nostril, but not at the same time. So that's why it's alternate. All right, so we're gonna start with the thumb on the right nostril. You're gonna inhale through the left side. Pause, switch fingers, exhale out the right nostril. Inhale right. Pause, switch fingers, exhale left. Inhale left. Pause, switch fingers, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause, switch fingers, exhale left. Inhale left. Pause, switch fingers, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause, switch fingers, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause, switch fingers, exhale left. Release that, come back to your regular breath. Bring our hands together, back to the heart. As we go forth out to this beautiful, sunny, almost spring day, let's go forth with kindness, compassion, and gratitude. Not just for others, but especially for ourselves. If you'd like, you can bow and say namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Kitty.
Thank you.